Good morning, everyone. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Just woke up. I thought I would show you guys just like a morning routine in my life because I try to set up my weekdays to be pretty healthy in the morning to set me up for the rest of the day. So I thought I would just go ahead and share it. The first thing I always do in the morning is open up my blinds for some natural light. I found that this really helps instead of just like sitting in like a dark cave. Much better. So I'm actually not a super morning person. I'm trying to be, but it can be hard at times. So something that I do is if I wake up on my first alarm and I open my blinds right away, then I kind of treat myself to like 10 more minutes in bed. But when I'm laying in bed, I do have a rule that I can only think of good things and I can only think of gratitude. There literally can't be any like negative thoughts while laying in bed for this extra 10 minutes. I found that this actually really helps me because first of all, I'm allowing myself to like just rest for 10 more minutes and kind of be at peace in my mind. And then two, it puts me in a very grateful mindset for my day. I typically just wake up, open the blinds, hop back in bed, and just kind of lay with my eyes either open or closed for 10 minutes, but only positive thoughts. That's the key. Bed's made, so I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym and I might bring you guys along with me. Okay, so it's around 7:30 now and I'm gonna go to the gym. I actually haven't really looked at my phone yet, so I think I'm just gonna take like 5 minutes, look at my phone, and then also download a podcast because I'm gonna walk first at the gym and I like to listen to a podcast because it kind of gets me in the mood for the day. Hi guys, just got back from my workout, but this next part of my day is really where I feel like I get into like a peaceful state. I feel good and then I'm able to work and move on with my day. Using this big water bottle, it's like 64 ounces, so it's half a gallon. And I've been using this for honestly like over a year. So I highly recommend this one. I think I just found it on Amazon. Yeah, I found it on Amazon. It's called the Vitz can. I wanna say it was like 14 bucks. It's plastic, which I don't love, but honestly, it's so easy. I bring it to the gym, I bring it everywhere. So I'm not gonna refill my water right now because I like to measure it from the gym on out, but I'm gonna add some electrolytes. These Ancient Lakes electrolytes. It's just like this keto salt. So basically there's no like sugars or necessary ingredients like citric acid or anything. It's really just like the 6 electrolytes that you need. So I'll just sprinkle some of this in my water. One recommendation though is that if you're using these, like the half gallon honestly works perfectly. You can't taste it. I've done it before with like a small amount of water, like taste it so much. And I also sometimes just use Celtic sea salt, which is like you can find at your local grocery store. So if you don't have these, highly recommend Celtic sea salt. Next, after I fill up my water, I typically do 2 things. So I'll take my supplements and I'll either pour myself a green juice that day, depending if I want to make it or if I have any. Okay, so I have a little bit left of this Suja green juice. It's cucumber, celery, grapefruit, green chard, and lettuce. Something about a green juice in, what are these called? Oh, a mason jar. That's just next level. So I have my green juice. And I'm gonna really focus on drinking water this morning. So this is my supplement area. I really need to organize this. I'm gonna do B12. B12 is one that I use every single day. It gives you so much energy. If you're not taking a B12, I highly recommend. Tastes good. I'm gonna use this probiotic today. Like the Megasport probiotic, I've been pretty religious to it for years. Brands will send me probiotics, and if I like the ingredients, I will try them out. And I'm a huge fan of Ancient Nutrition. They just sent me this. So I just took a shower. Recently obsessed with like hotel robes. I think I just got this at like Brooklinen or something. Hotel robes, green juice. We're living the life. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I need to go get my phone really quick. So after I hopped out of the shower, I just went on my laptop. I checked like emails and a few things that came in. That's kind of what I'll do. And then I come back in here and I do like a really quick get ready. But something that I want to show you guys that I always do when I'm like in my bathroom getting ready is a couple of years ago I read the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Is that it? What to say when you talk to yourself. If you want a good self-help book, highly recommend. A big part of the book is like listening to affirmations in the morning, because yes, like you can journal and say affirmations, but a lot of times it's like reprogramming of your subconscious mind. So in the morning when I get ready, I have two kind of affirmations that I just listen to on Spotify. These ones are called Trinity Affirmations. I'll write these all down too. And so many different topics. So like you can do attract gratitude, attract luck, attract health, be happy, be more assertive, become more decisive, so on and so forth. So there's like literally so many different ones. Healthy body image, I am beautiful affirmation. So I typically just like pick, sometimes I'll literally just go like this and like close my eyes and scroll and pick a random one. I really like Bob Baker too. He has affirmations, but in the beginning, he like kind of talks for a minute. It's like almost like a teeny podcast. The first couple of minutes is just like a perspective of something that he's like been thinking about lately. And then he'll go into some affirmations. Let's do some healthy body image. And while I'm listening to this, I typically do my skincare routine, which is Beyond Simple. It's just like literally 2 products. And I'll either gua sha or like I'll just literally face massage, but I'll typically like stare at myself in the mirror, because I feel like when you're listening to positive affirmations, it's good to like look at yourself and feel good in yourself. And like sometimes they say eye contact with yourself is so hard. I'm getting so much better at like being able to look at myself eye to eye and like feeling good about it.
I am building a positive body image. My body is perfect just the way it is. I always feel comfortable in my own skin. I appreciate my body.
I'm gonna work a little bit out of my kitchen. Just got dressed, obviously, put on some real clothes. I made a promise to myself like halfway through the pandemic that I would start wearing like real clothes again. Like when I have a busy day, it is so crucial for me to like kind of get dressed and do all the things, because I feel like I'm just so much more productive than where I feel like if I'm in loungewear, I'm like, I just want to lay in bed all day and work out on my bed, and that's just never productive. And that's kind of when I get in this like cycle of like I feel not my best, I'm anxious. So I try to be a little bit presentable. It's not like I did anything crazy. I'm not wearing makeup or anything. Gonna finish my green juice, gonna drink some more water, and then I'm gonna start writing my to-do list. But first, I'm gonna make a smoothie. I'm such a wild blueberry person, and my store was recently out of Wyman's wild blueberries, which is like one of my religious purchases. So I'm just gonna make like this blueberry avocado banana smoothie. A little bit of vanilla protein powder. I forgot hemp seeds. My hemp seeds are gone. And so is my almond milk. So I definitely need to go to the store either tonight or first thing in the morning. Probably tonight or this afternoon. But I'm just gonna use chia seeds instead. And then I guess we're gonna have to do water. I love almond milk in my smoothies, so I'm a little bit annoyed, but it's all on me. Mct oil is also like a really good, like healthy fat, rich in omega-3s. It just comes from coconut oil. It's nothing crazy, but if you look into it, it's so amazing. I can go into more depth in another video, but I add it into all my smoothies. It keeps me satiated and full throughout the day. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, one more thing that I just started loving in my smoothies is sprouts. Sprouts are literally so good for you, have such amazing benefits. I've been adding just a little bit of broccoli sprouts to my smoothies. I don't necessarily taste them because I put the vanilla protein powder, but you might want to use them sparingly. Key smoothie thing too that I feel like I might as well just talk about is that I always put my fresh ingredients in first, and then I'll add my frozen stuff on top because the blade goes in top, and I feel like if my frozen stuff's on top, it's easier to blend instead of having like all your frozen spinach at the bottom of this, and then it's like annoying to get blended. Half a banana, freeze the other half. Literally, if you don't use produce, it's so easy, you just freeze it. People that live alone like will contact me all the time and be like, I just can't buy like those fruits and veggies because I live alone. Like they would take forever to go, and I'm like, just freeze it. Like even this avocado, like if you're not gonna use this, but you know you're gonna use it for smoothies tomorrow, cut it up, dice it up, put it in the freezer, and there you go. You can actually buy frozen avocado as well. Let's put some chia seeds. I honestly don't really measure when I make my own smoothies. If I do it from TikTok and stuff, I've been trying to measure more because people always ask me for measurements. There's just something about like throwing what you want in your smoothies. Smoothies are so easy. I think it's good to like, I mean, I'll even get inspo sometimes from other people for like the ingredients that they use, but it's like everybody's smoothie turns out a little bit differently because maybe you want more wild blueberries, or maybe you want a full banana. Maybe you don't like spinach and want to use kale, but it's like, to get the inspo from it is always nice. So now I'm gonna put my frozen stuff in. So I put like a lot of spinach. I feel like you just can't taste the spinach, so it's like, why wouldn't I fill it to the brim? And blueberries. Like I said, I prefer the wild blueberries. They have like double the antioxidants. They're so good for you. It's a staple in my house, but these are gonna have to do for today. Mct oil, just give a squirt. This you could probably, yeah, 1 tablespoon, but when things say like 1 tablespoon, I really don't even measure. It's like, okay, it's kind of what 1 tablespoon looks like in my head, so I'm just gonna go with it. None of this stuff is gonna hurt you. It's literally just food. So the vanilla protein powder. I love this Ancient Nutrition one. I've been using it for so long. It just like doesn't have any of those like gums and gross ingredients that so many other brands do. I like my smoothies thick. So if you're ever watching me make a smoothie like and you don't like your smoothies thick, just add more liquid because I like thick boys. I kind of also want to just like eat this other half of a banana right now. Peanut butter. Probably shouldn't talk with my mouth full. I'm gonna finish cleaning up and then we'll get into the last little bit of my morning routine, but I'm almost done. I know this probably feels like it's been like 40 hours, but it really hasn't. And like, you don't have to do all of this, and if some of this is inspiring to you, great. If some of it's not, then amazing. But it's just what works for me, and it puts me in a good headspace for my day. It makes me start my day like feeling healthy and lively, and honestly eliminates a lot of brain fog. So that's kind of why I do it. So I have all my beverages. Honestly, if I'm not making content for like TikTok or Instagram, I'll just drink my smoothies out of the thing. It's way easier to clean up. You don't need a cup. These are pretty much cups. So I will say it's not as good without the almond milk, but I did it to myself. So focusing on water, hydration, all the things, but I usually do one more thing before I jump into like my administrative work. I like to journal in the morning. I go through periods of honestly focusing more on journaling or focusing more on meditating. I find that I really don't do them like both at the same time. Like I'll either go through months of journaling or months of meditating. I think it just like depends on how I feel at the time, but right now, this last month, I've honestly been like overthinking a lot and just kind of like in my head a lot. So I've kind of been drawn to journaling more because I want to release those thoughts so they're not just in my head. Where I find sometimes if I'm really in a stage of overthinking and I go through meditating, I feel like sometimes that it gets me actually more in my head. So lately, I've been just journaling. I either like to do like a couple different kind of journaling exercises. So I like to like just brain dump and either just talk about what happened like this week, what I'm excited about, like what I'm kind of worried about. This is kind of funny, but like it's almost like you're writing about your life like it's a script. Write about my life like as like almost like a movie plot. And the paragraph that I write a day is probably like this big. It's nothing crazy. Literally good, bad, ugly, everything. Just write it down. I think they call it brain dumping. Just literally dump what's in your brain out. And I swear if you do it in the morning, you really don't think about it throughout the day. I also like to do like gratitude lists. Something that I used to do a lot was gratitude, love, attract, and manifest. So you write 3 things that you're grateful for. So it's like, I am grateful for, I can show you guys this too if you want like to learn more in depth, but I would do like, I am grateful for feeling really toned in my arms lately, or I am really grateful for the text that I just received from my mom. The second one's love. So it's like, I love. What do you love? It can be about yourself. It can be about other people. So it can be like, I love, right now I'm going through a period where I'm focusing on myself, or I love socializing with people. It makes me feel energized and happy. The next one's attract. I easily attract. Make sure to have that word easily. It makes a difference. I easily attract friends in social situations into my life. I easily attract like job offers, job opportunities. You can write whatever you're like wanting to attract, just write. And then the last thing is manifest. So it's kind of a similar writing thing as the gratitude, but it's, I am so happy and grateful now that I found this amazing new apartment with a great kitchen and in a great location and around my friends and my family and so on and so forth. You can go into detail with any of these, or it can be really short. Or I am so happy and grateful now that my skin is so clear. I have so much energy, like literally whatever you want to manifest in your life, but putting it into a gratitude sentence, oh, it's a game changer. I hope that the more I get into YouTube and the more that I start doing kind of more long forum videos, the better I get at this. I'm brand new to editing. I'm Googling how to edit these kind of videos as I'm going. I hope that some of this was helpful. And again, I'm not saying like do all these things. Some mornings I don't do all these things. Like some mornings I don't make a smoothie. Okay, that was a bad example. I pretty much make a smoothie every morning. These are just some little things that have really made me feel better, put me in a good mindset, make me feel good about myself, make me feel refreshed for my day. I feel like if this can help one person or one thing from that kind of sticks with you, then this was worth it. Feel free to leave comments. Honestly, DM me via Instagram. I don't know why TikTok took away the DM feature. Not too mad about it because a lot of haters used to come in, but DM me on Instagram. I'm honestly gonna start posting like, I've already started to do this if you follow me on Instagram, but I have like little, what do you wanna hear about more? What do you wanna see more? Boxes that I'll put like once a week that people can write their suggestions. Obviously my DMs are always open. Feel free to drop a DM. I'm always open to like kind of bringing my YouTube, like whatever direction you guys wanna see. I do wanna keep talking about nutrition, obviously, but I also wanna make this a little bit more broad and talk about like health and wellness and more personal things as well. And like my stories and just being a little bit more vulnerable than I can be in like a 15-second TikTok or an Instagram static post. Love you all and excited to get going with this. I am open to suggestions. So have a great rest of your day and we will chat soon.